Welcome to Write Ideas with Susan, where I put up ideas to help you teach children about the Bible, about Jesus, and Christian values. And today's object lesson is 4 fun facts about the Bible, and it really helps kids get an understanding of just how important the Bible is today and throughout history. And if you have time to watch all the way through to the end of this clip, I'm going to share with you how you can weave a personal story into this object lesson that's quite meaningful. All you need for this object lesson is you just need a mystery bag, and you fill the bag with some Bibles that you probably have lying at home. And then you also need some plain paper and a clip from the first volume of the What's in the Bible series, or you can get it off YouTube as well. So I bring my mystery bag to class and I say to the kids, "Hey kids, I brought my mystery bag today. Does anyone want to come up and take something out and see what I have in here?" And sure enough, all the kids want to come up and take something out. And so I asked different kids one at a time to come up and start taking the Bibles out of the bag. And the kids always have something to say about it, or I have a Bible like that, or when I pull out a children's Bible, I've got a children's Bible, and they like to tell me about their Bibles as I'm telling them about these various Bibles that I have in the bag. And I also have a Bible here of a different language. This is the Solomon Islands Bible as well. So we talk a little bit about that. And then I also put in here my iPad. And the kids are like, "That's not a Bible." And then of course some kids are like, "Mrs. Wright probably has lots of Bibles on there." And that's exactly right. So I'm able to show them that I have Bibles on my iPad. I also have Bible apps. So this is a Bible as well. And then next they get out a piece of paper or their notebook and we talk about 4 fun facts about the Bible. And the first thing we do is we write the word Bible in box letters. This is a really fun thing that kids really like. So if you want to know how to write box letters and learn how to use them, I've got a whole playlist that I've put together about box letters. So we write Bible in box letters, and then I begin asking them, well, we've got lots of printers now and copiers and things where we can print out lots of books and things. But what did they do a long, long time ago when they didn't have printers and copiers? And so we talk a little bit about that. And then I tell them about the first printing press and when it was invented. And I say, guess what was the very first book ever printed on that printing press? The Bible! Yes, the Bible. Ever since then, did you know that the Bible is the best-selling book of all time, year after year after year? More Bibles are bought and sold than any other book. So we write that down. And then another thing I say, oh, it's also the most translated book. What does that mean? And of course the kids tell me what that means. It's also the most influential book. What does that mean? And so I get the kids to tell me what do they think that means. And we have a little talk about how the Bible influences cultures over time. And so they write that down in their notebooks or their piece of paper, and then I say, okay, go ahead and you can draw a Bible on the bottom of the sheet as well. So they enjoy a little time doing that. And then after we do that little activity, I bring them back together and we watch the first 5 minutes of this volume of What's in the Bible. And you can find it on a clip in YouTube. You know what it is? It's exactly this object lesson. Phil Vischer does the same thing. He takes out different types of Bibles, so this is exactly where I got this idea.
This is a Bible, and this is a Bible.
That looks like a phone.
It is. It's my phone. But on my phone are 2 different versions of the Bible.
I've got Tetris on my phone.
And the thing I like about this is because I've just done it with the kids, and then they get to see it in a video, so it reinforces the 4 fun facts about the Bible. And I think that's really powerful when you're trying to get kids to remember something from your lesson. Another thing that I like to do is I like to sing a song about the Bible, and you probably know a few, but one of my favorite ones is by Colin Buchanan, and it's called The Best Book to Read is the Bible. What I've done is I've put this song chart on my website, so you can download it there if you like to use that song. Now, I like to weave a little bit of personal story into this object lesson, and the way I do it is through this little Bible. And let me just give you an idea of how I do it. Kids, this Bible is a really special Bible to me. I got it for my kids when they were all little, but I've got some special notes here that I've put in the front of this Bible. And I got a picture of all of my 4 children. Let me tell you something about my kids. None of them were born a Christian. In fact, I wasn't born a Christian or a follower of Jesus. No one is born a Christian. We have to make our own decision of whether we want God to be part of our life or not. And so, what do you think these notes are about? Yes, it's about my children. And it's about the time that they decided that they wanted to be a follower of Jesus. Now, you see, as a parent, I couldn't make them become a Christian. And with my 4 children at different times in their life, they each decided they wanted to be a follower of Jesus. And I wrote the date, and I wrote a little bit about what happened when they decided to put their faith and to believe in Jesus and ask Jesus to be part of their life. And of course, the kids want me to read a little bit about how it happened, so I'm able to tell that, depending on their interest. And it's a really special reminder of when my children decided to put their faith and trust in Jesus. And it made a huge impact in their life. And that's when their journey of faith began. But I want to tell you something a little bit sad. The kids are like, what? I said, did you know that in some places in the world these days, they are not allowed to have a Bible? They're not allowed to even be caught with a Bible and to learn about Jesus, to learn about God. And so they don't even have a choice because they know nothing about God. They know nothing about Jesus. They don't even have a choice. But I do have some good news. And the good news is that your parents, they are allowing you and giving you the freedom to learn about Jesus, to learn about the Bible, to learn about the best-selling, the most translated, and the most influential book of all time. They're letting you and allowing you and encouraging you to learn about this amazing book. So you will have a choice. You will have a choice whether you want to have faith in God and put your faith in Jesus and have God be part of your life. Isn't that awesome? And the kids are like, yes, that's good. I said, we need to thank God. We need to thank God for your parents. I said, who wants to pray? And of course, they all want to pray and thank God for their mom or dad and that they have the chance to be able to learn about Jesus. And it really is a very special time to be able to help kids understand that, it is a privilege that they are getting to learn from this amazing book. So that's how I like to conclude the lesson for this. Now, some of you watching here on my channel, you come from countries where it is dangerous to be meeting as Christians or be meeting and studying the Bible. You know what this is all about. You probably have a really powerful story to tell your class. Or some of you have grown up in families where your parents did not let you go to church or youth group or anything, didn't let you learn anything. And it wasn't until you were an adult that you were able to actually start reading the Bible and learn about Jesus and God. And you know how it impacted your life. And it would be good, very powerful for you to be able to tell your story. So that's a way you can weave your story into this object lesson. Now, if you like this idea, be sure and give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like more lesson ideas to help you in introducing the Bible to your class, I actually have a whole playlist of lots more ideas on this sort of topic. And I did want to say, and I wanted to say to you, subscribers and people watching, keep up the good work, because what you do in teaching kids about the Bible, about Jesus, about God, you are empowering them. You are empowering them. You're giving them freedom to be able to choose whether or not they want to have faith. And that's really powerful. So I just want to say, keep up the good work, and may God bless you as you teach kids.
The Bible has been translated into more than 2,000 different languages and dialects, making it the most translated, most influential, best-selling book in the history of the world.
And I thought Tetris was popular.
The best book to read is the Bible. If you read it every day, it will help you on your way.